Hey guys, it's Marion from Attire and Beyond in Highland, New York. And today I am going to read Anyone Can Live a Happier Life. And we are on anxiety. All right, I'm a little casual today. It's a Sunday when I'm doing this. What if there was a healthy way to reduce your anxiety? Wouldn't you jump at the opportunity? I was asked over and over again to add the topic of anxiety to this book, so here it is. I must start by saying I have not experienced a lot of anxiety. It might be the one thing I almost steered clear of, but when I have had that feeling of unease, I figured out what to do. I also had many of my friends and coworkers use these tools, so I know they work if you let them. And again, we are all different. Some things might work for me and not for you, and vice versa. These are merely suggestions. So listen, this is my update. So this was 7 years ago, right? So I've gone through menopause since then. Yes, guys, I know. I've gone through menopause since then. And oh, yeah, I had anxiety during menopause. And then I also have a thyroid problem. I found out just a few years ago. And the thyroid medication, if they give you too much, gives you anxiety. So I do know about it now. So let's see what I said. You would think I would have been one of the most anxious human beings alive because my dad was always so anxious. Do I remember that? I don't even think I do. What I didn't share yet is my grandmother was always anxious too. Oh, yes, I remember. His mom, of course. They worried about everything from getting old to their children to money and so on and so on and so on. That is the truth. The list can go on for days. Are you a worrywart? Here are some things to ask yourself. Reflection section. That was a quick one. Do you stress over things before they happen? Do you worry or have anxiety every day? Are your worries set apart from everyone else? When you are at peace, and guys, are your worries set apart from anyone else? Everyone else? Do you want to tell me what I was thinking there? Because I don't know what that means, which is kind of funny. Come on, my hair's doing my nose thing again. Are your worries set apart from everyone else? I guess everyone else is, because when you put in an S, it doesn't really, it says it's not a word. When you are at peace and happy, do you still worry and feel anxious? Do you lose sleep over these worries? Are you a constant worrier, kind of like a chain smoker? One is gone, another one pops up in your head? Obviously, if you are answering all or most of these questions, all or most of these questions with a big fat yes, you worry too much, which means you are probably very anxious. What can you do to help your anxiety? And if you have any suggestions, please comment so that you can help other people also. That would be wonderful if I leave anything out. See it as being unrealistic to start. As stated in the focus chapter, when you are experiencing anxiety, focus on something that makes you feel calm. For me, it is water, the flow, the serenity, the sound. It's not the sound anymore, but it was. What if you're calming? What is your calming thought? I'm sorry, it's Sunday, it's early. I just wanted to get this out there for you, and I wanted to read it for me. Some find it soothing to pray or meditate. Some have panic attacks. My dad had them at times, and I may have once or twice in my life or gotten close to one. From how my dad explained it, he would feel as if his blood pressure was rising, his heart would race, and he got dizzy. He also felt as if he couldn't catch his breath. What I think happens is you are worried about something and you keep worrying more, and that brings on more worry and more anxiety. This is when your heart starts racing as if it is beating out of your chest. I have had that a few times. I've so frequently heard and read that this type of anxiety can cause so many different types of ailments, from heart attacks to acid reflux to irritable bowel syndrome. My dog Jazzy, this is funny because I was just going to tell you this story if it wasn't here. My dog Jazzy is an anxious little guy at times. When I started working full time again, he got irritable bowel syndrome. He was accustomed to coming to work with me since he was a little pup. He has seizures every now and then, and I think the anxiety is worse than the seizure. I calm him with a soothing voice until he catches his breath and his heart stops racing. With anything negative in your life or that causes pain or fear, the first step is change your thinking pattern. So Jazzy started having seizures from when he was 4 months old, maybe before that, but I got him at 4 months old, and I had him for a very short time and rushed him to the vet because I had never seen anything like it. And the vet said, just show him that it's okay, whether you do it by talking or whatever. He said, just be the calm. And it was kind of took me as be the calm in his storm. So every year I got better and better at it. I didn't say anything while it was happening and just hugged him. But as the years went on and he got older, I started singing to him. But I started singing things like, you are okay, everything's okay, all that type of things that I would do to a human. And I did it with him, and it brought him out of it almost instantly. Because maybe not instantly, but anywhere from 3 minutes to 15 instead of 20 to a minute. 20 seconds instead of 20 seconds to 1 minute. So it really did work. So that's why I'm saying change your thought pattern, whether it's you changing it. And now from my experience, because I did have the anxiety, I literally learned how to change my thought pattern by just breaking the ice. I'll say I just thought about something totally different that I either loved, or it could even be something else that I have to do. And I changed that thought pattern and learned how to literally get rid of it within seconds. So I'm very happy about that, because like I said in here, I never really knew what anxiety was. I did have a few of these things growing up, and I didn't know that they were anxiety until I started studying it more. So I have another reflection section. And you may want to write this down if you don't have the book, page 172. If you do, figure out what you are worrying about and see if it is realistic or not. And I'm going to go slow for this in case you do want to write it down. When you are in the thick of it, it will feel realistic. If you are feeling anxious about a new job, tell yourself you can do it, and you will do the best you can, and take in and retain all the new information given with ease. I'm going to read that whole thing over in case you didn't catch anything from it. Figure out what you are worrying about and see if it is realistic or not. When you are in the thick of it, it will feel realistic. If you are feeling anxious about a new job, tell yourself you can do it, and you will do the best you can and take in and retain all the new information given with ease. Number 2. If you read my chapter on the now, being in the present moment, now, I read that already, so you can actually go back to it. I will put the link in the description. But if you haven't watched the other videos, go back to the beginning, have some fun. You will know if you are right here, right now. You cannot think about what might happen, is going to happen, will happen, etc. Stay right in this moment and know it is the only moment that matters. Now, let me read it without breaking it up. Also, if you read my chapter on the now, being in the present moment, you will know if you are right here, right now. You cannot think about what might happen, is going to happen, will happen, etc. Stay right in this moment and know it is the only moment that matters. The few times I experienced anxiety, I caught it while it was starting, took a deep breath, and thought about what was causing it and if it was realistic or not. I told myself this is just anxiety and I am in control of it. That is what worked for me. I know it is not that simple for others. I must say, though, there are instances when I experience worry or anxiety over my baby, Jazzy, and I do my best to stay at ease, but he is the most important part of my life besides my cat, LL, and I want to do everything I can to make them live joyously. They are both up there in age, but I do believe they will both live until they are 18 to 20. Jazzy is now 14, and Elle is either 14 or 15. Elle lived a couple of years more after this book, and like I said in another chapter, Jazzy lived till he was 17 and a half. So I got to experience him for all those years. Loved that dog. There are different ways people ease anxiety and stress. You can choose things to do for yourself that help calm them and relieve the tension, such as, and I have anxiety and stress relievers here. 1. Massage and or Reiki are both totally different but great ways to relax and or heal the body and silence the mind. Yoga is said to be a great way to unwind and breathe. I do not practice yoga regularly, but perhaps that is because I have not learned to totally quiet my mind. I know. The more I do, the better. Meditation is a great way to slow down thoughts of anxiety or worry. Excuse that. Or worry. I do meditate regularly, but not for long periods of time. I am hoping by my next book I can share how much more I meditate. I do meditate a lot more. Who knows? Maybe I will even start yoga before then. It seems, from my perspective, all the great masters practice yoga and meditate. So in this one, I'm kind of not practicing what I preach, but to each his own. I do the other stuff. Acupuncture. Relatives and others I know had acupuncture sessions and say it is the best feeling and is relaxing and healing. I never had it myself, but I hear great things about it. I still have never had it for myself, but I do. I hear fantastic things about it. A hot bath works for me, with or without bubbles. It calms me, soothes me, comforts me, and pampers me. If you have a hot tub, jacuzzi, that's great too. And I just learned from a friend a great new way to stay cooler in a hot tub. Place a rag soaked in ice water on your forehead. Hooray! So I had stopped taking baths for quite a few years after this book. I don't know why. And when I was told I had my Lyme back again and I was in so much pain, they told me to take baths in Epsom salt. And when I realized that it works, it helps ease some of the pain. I do it pretty much 3 to 4 times a week now, depending on when I have time. I take a bath in Epsom salt. I even asked my hubby, he asked me what I wanted for the holidays, and I asked him for a table so my phone can lean against something. It has a slot for a pen, your cup, so mug. So I do take care of myself that way. Hypnosis is a great stress releaser for some. It can also help immensely with fears and phobias. So here's a little tidbit, not tidbit. Here's a little thing that you may not know about me. I was a hypnotist for about 3 or 4 years. I also did Reiki. I was a Reiki master. Thought field therapy is a wonderful way to clear anxieties and fears. Thought field therapy is fantastic. Did that too. Cruise control. Oh, wait, I left out laughter. Laughter. Turn on funny TV shows, pop in comedy DVDs, or turn on the comedy channel. Better yet, go to a comedy club. Maybe not now during COVID. Cruise control. When I'm driving, I set cruise control to be less stress. This way, I never have to worry about getting stopped by a cop. I am always within the limits, and I still am, and my husband can't stand it because I drive like a grandma. Vent. Sometimes you just need to get it out of your system and share with someone. So I call a friend. Talking it through with someone sometimes brings new light to it. Some seek help from a psychotherapist or coach. Just get it out. So I'm conflicted with this one because I listened to Esther Hicks Abraham and a lot about the universe and the vortex. And it's really about not, why are you bringing up the past? Why bring up the past? Because it could bring back some things. So I feel when you vent, then you're bringing it back up in your head, and then someone else can get mad with you or pissed with you or, I don't know, angry. And then you get more angry. So I'm not sure about this, but there are things that I do still say to my friend. Listen, I'm going to say this once. I want to just tell you about it because I'm just venting and then I'm letting it go. And that's what I do now. But not with everything. Most things I don't even discuss because I don't even want to put them out there. Personal development products. I love my self-help CDs, DVDs, now MP3s. And books, and audios, they always calm me and put life back into perspective. And when I say audios, I mean like on Audible or other places where you can listen to books. Music, listening to relaxing music. Get moving. Exercise and or being active is a great way to relieve stress. It really is. Pilates. This is a great way to get lean and tone while reducing stress. Adequate sleep. Sleep makes the difference in the way we handle the little and big things in life. Get a good night's rest. And last but not least, and I'm sure there are many more, please add them again in the comments if you know of more. Just put anxiety and stress. Just put relievers. And then add them. So this one is breathe, breathe, breathe. It is one of the oldest and best stress relievers around. I'm always telling everyone breathe. And the next section is on stress. So guys, Marion from Attire Beyond, reading Anyone Can, Live a Happier Life. This chapter is about anxiety. Thanks so much. If you like this video and stuck with me, give me a thumbs up, please. And oh, look, the voice goes by the end of the reading. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified anytime I put a new video up, which is often right now. So if you want to get better, improve, just listen, tune in. Go back to the beginning if you didn't start at the beginning, okay? Bye.